Good morning, friends. A couple of days ago, I came across a video on YouTube where the gentleman gave a few reasons for taxpayers not to file on time, which is normally April 15, and take extension instead. And one of the reasons was that you reduce chances of getting audited. And the reason behind is that IRS decides how many tax returns is going to audit this year and starts picking up, selecting those tax returns to audit soon they are filed. And once the quota is met, IRS stops auditing tax returns for that year. So in other words, let's say IRS decides to audit 1 million tax returns. So soon it meets that threshold, the 1 million tax returns are filed or whatever, or let's say hundreds and millions of tax returns are filed by April 15. So it selects, let's say 100,000 tax returns, and then you took extension and you will file after the filing deadline of April 15, so you might not be get audited. I think it's not correct. First of all, the tax returns are normally not audited in the year they are filed. And every time you get a letter from IRS or your state, it is not an audit. You might have overlooked a W-2, you might have missed your brokerage account, things of that nature. That is not an audit. It's just because your W-2s and brokerage accounts are reported to IRS and you did not include in your tax return, so that is not an audit. It is just asking you for the explanation, and all you do is you fix it. You file an amendment and it will be taken care of. So that is not an audit. And also, normally what I have seen, that the audit is not done for the current year that you file your taxes. Normally it goes a couple of years back. So then, no matter you file tax on time or you took extension, it really doesn't matter. Yes, the extensions are for the purpose that for some reason, family emergency, or maybe you're still waiting on a couple of documents, or maybe you are out of country, maybe you are serving in the armed forces, you are on active duty, and all those things. And there are reasons beyond your control that you could not file your taxes on time. You are still liable to pay. Extension to file is just the time that IRS gives you, about 6 months, to file your taxes. But if you owed money, that money is still due by April 15. So many people think that when you file an extension, you also get extension to pay. And that is not true. And they are very much surprised when the bill is much higher than they thought would be. So IRS does not go that way, in my opinion. You can have errors in your tax return that can be corrected. Nothing to worry about. However, if your tax return is messed up, let's say you are an Uber driver and your gross earnings are like 120,000. You are driving RAV4, Toyota RAV4 2022 hybrid, and somehow your gasoline expense is $10,000 or $9,000. Your repair bill is like $6,000. So you are driving Toyota RAV4 hybrid 2022. You have $120,000 booking, and you are claiming $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 in gas and $7,000, $8,000 in repairs. There's very, very high chance of you getting picked up, regardless you file before the deadline or you took an extension. So just file your taxes on time. There's a reason that IRS has a filing deadline, April 15. And also, if this was a tax strategy to take an extension to avoid audit, I mean, come on, IRS should know that. And also, it will not be fair to the people who file taxes on time. Plus, audit is not something that IRS wants to do or has to do. The audits are done just to make sure that people are compliant. They do what they're supposed to do. They include in their tax returns what they are supposed to, and they do not include expenses that don't belong in your tax return. It's simple. So there's no magic, there's no strategy. So you should be ready for your taxes during the year, and you have 3.5 months to file your taxes. So I think it's just better, get over with it. Just do it. File your taxes on time and, look forward to the next year. I hope it helps. Thank you very much.